Hello everyone, welcome. Well, when we have a conversation regarding how everything formed in this universe or earth, there are two type of people who would give two type of messages to the world. One would say evolution, another would say creation. When this kind of discussion is going on, one of the one of the imperative phrase people used to say is amazingly whether hen came first or egg came first. Amazing, isn't it? This is the question they ask. So most people get stuck there without being able to answer. For that matter, we can ask whether the young ones came first, or the mother came first, or the cub came first, or the tiger came first, or the kittens came first, or the cat mother came first, or cat father came first. So where you will end up is you will have to ponder a lot then how to respond to these people. But the matter is very clear within the nature. For example, let's take the hen or egg, the famous phrase. For me, hen should come first because these chicks cannot survive. Suppose the egg came first, through egg a chick will come out. These chicks cannot survive. Or for example, if the baby infant came first, not the mother, these babies cannot survive. The young ones cannot survive the support of mother. And that is so visible in entire creations, entire the so many things people can reflect and question to themselves in this regard, because we can ask whether the food for those animals who preying on others came first, or they came first. Is tiger came first or cow came first? So what could have come first, because for them to survive they need another thing. Or else we can ask whether the trees came first or we human being came first, or oxygen came first, or the living being came first. So you can think what would have come first. So saying egg came first is very nonsensical. I know science say that. Science say billions of years before egg came, and only 10,000 or maybe 20,000 years before hen came into this earth. It's impossible. The one which should come first, always first, as I said earlier. Yes, we all should respect science because that is the methodical way. But science is not science when it is only a speculation, even it is through the mouth of scientists. Their assumption is not science. Science need evidence, physical evidences, and proof. That is a real science. Assuming one thing and stating is only a weak human being's thought. It is not science. So scientifically it is not proved, but they are guessing that egg would have come billions of years before, and the small ones, chicks, have come only 10,000 years before. These are sheer guessing. Guessing is not science. It doesn't give any meaning. I hope you get what I say. Because when we look at the nature, we can't expect the trees to be formed or created before the sun should come first. Sun should have been created or formed first for the trees to survive. So every step has something in the first place. Sun should be there in the first place for whole earth or whatever on this earth which we see as living being, including trees and plants. For that, sun should have come first. So what should have come first has a meaning. Beyond that, we shouldn't go. As I said earlier, if the human infant baby had come to this earth first, it cannot survive. That is meaningless. A baby is never ever possible to survive and grow up and find its partner. Suppose the baby was a female one, and it should find its partner, and its partner, male partner, should have been formed somewhere. This is ridiculous. This is totally nonsensical way of. Okay, for a while, let's suppose that egg came first, through which chicks came. So one intelligent person should ponder, then why does not happen? Why does it not happen now? Why it happened in the past millions of years before and it doesn't happen? Nothing is happening in that way now, but the normal process is happening every day. Ever since we see everything, it's happening in the natural pattern. There is no change in it. Eggs come through hen and chicks come through eggs. This pattern is going on. If chicks came through egg without from hen, then why doesn't it happen in the nature? Nature should not change, right? At least we should get some kind of example within the nature that it is forming in that way also. But we do not see any creature forming like that. We don't see an infant baby is forming in this nature without the support of mother and father. It doesn't happen. It has happened millions of years before. Is sheer assumption. If it has happened, it should happen. Why nature changes? Nature doesn't change. Nature has its pattern. Like the sun is moving, like the moon is moving, everything is moving in its orbit. It never changes. The change is human assumption, human speculation. It won't work out. You can give millions years before, so no one would be able to reflect on it, because no one would live for millions of years. This is sheer nonsense, isn't it? So we have no trace of it, so we just believe in it without even thinking about it, just because scientists did say. As I said earlier, scientist or science can say anything by assuming, but it is not science unless and otherwise it is proved within evidences, with very considerable constructive evidence. That is science. Even now, science is with evidence. Without evidence, it is not science. So why we take something which has no evidence but only date back to millions of years back, just saying it millions and billions of years back, it won't become science. That's really ridiculous to ponder. Even how a scientist could say these things to dupe people to an extent that they believe in it. and chicks came through eggs without the support of hen is ridiculous. Every living being, that's why I do say it is not evolved, it is perfectly designed and created. This earth and its living thing is not possible if sun was created in the first place. You cannot expect the earth to be created before sun is there. So all I have to say is evolution or creation. In my knowledge, in my comprehensive understanding, creation has overwhelming evidences for creation and not for evolution. Impossible.